unmute yourself, maybe? Monkey can probably aim it twice now.
Is that working? Is that not working now?
I
No.
just killed my bloody volume again. Excellent.
I can hear myself on your stream! Oh, dear.
Oh no, I've screwed up everything. Everything's gone horribly wrong.
Well,
Everything's gone horribly wrong.
I've crashed as well. It's alright.
Okay.
Big Tan can hear us both. I've got a stationary screen at 8 minutes 19.
Yeah, I've just killed my own chat voice sound thing. It cocks up whenever I change. Testing, testing.
He has no idea. Can you hear me, Captain?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yay!
Oh,
I can hear myself on your stream, which is amazing.
Guys, hear me at all?
So it was working.
Yes,
oh, yes, we can hear you.
Can hear you as well, Mr. Necton.
Started
Fire countermeasures.
taken the great idea to crash on me at 8 minutes 19.
Oh, nice.
Such is alpha.
Alpha strike.
Yeah, so what you said, this is like to replace kind of like Google Hangouts and Skype and that sort of jazz?
Well, yeah, they've built it to replace, to be a competitor to all that stuff. And the Curse gaming chat client thing. So it's built for gamers to do gaming chat things. It has text chat, it has voice chat. It's completely free. You can stand up as many servers as you like. You just click on the thing on the left and you can set up a new server. It's all cloud magickery. And the way they're going to monetize it is using a kind of free-to-play cash shop type deal. So you can buy skins and other fluff stuff if you want, optionally, which so if you want to like skin your chat for your corporation or whatever, you can buy that stuff, and that's how they're going to pay for it. But right now,
there's little aesthetic microtransactions. I don't have to pay to win for audio.
No pay to win. And I only found it like last week, so I don't know what the overall quality is going to be like, and I don't know what the overall plan is. It
seems very good to me at the moment, and this is a really nice way of chatting to people on streams without having to reveal your mumble servers and stuff.
Exactly right. That's the cool thing. That's what I like. You don't have to. You can set up an account, which stops people from stealing your name, but you don't have to.
I now have Monkey. Thank you for that. I have Monkey before anyone else.
But yeah, so you don't have to set up an account. You literally, a viewer can just click on the thing, stick in a name, and they can be part of the chat, which is awesome. And it has a thick client, so you can download a client, or you can just use the web client.
What a time we live in.
I know. The miracles of modern technology, eh?
Oh dear. Oh, bloody crashy game.
Alpha, sir. Alpha.
Well,
Target hostile.
I mean, all the NVIDIA drivers, I've just updated all my NVIDIA drivers to the special hotfix ones that fix Grand Theft Auto Online, which probably break
everything else.
Starts at Steven Turner. Yeah.
Oh crap, I flew into a boulder. / asteroid.
Space Mountain.
Space Mountain, indeed.
I think that doesn't break any copyright laws. I mean, do they have Space Mountain anymore?
I put it down to alpha bugs. What they've done is they've set the gravity on asteroids too high, and it keeps sucking me into them.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
That's exactly what happens.
My W just keeps on going crazy anytime I see an asteroid.
Okay, where are we? Oh, there we go. Target.
I was running my game in 4K, so could have been that.
4K?
Yeah, well, DSR 4K, digital, dynamic super resolution 4K. So it scales it up to 4K, then scales it back down to my 1080p monitor. Makes it look very pretty.
What? How's that even? So you're scaling it up, then you're scaling it back down again.
Yeah, so you render it at 4K,
right,
and then you scale it back down. So it's like incredibly intensive anti-aliasing crossed with makes the picture look a little bit nicer as well in a different way. But it's a nice middle ground if you've got spare horsepower for like a 4K machine, but don't have a 4K monitor.
What sort of horsepower are you talking?
I've got a 980 Ti and like the top end 4th gen Intel stuff, not the new generation, just the top of the old gen.
Just the one Ti?
Just the one 980 Ti, yeah, just the one.
Oh no, I mean, I didn't know if you were like double or triple SLI in that damn thing.
Oh no, God no! I mean, that's so inefficient at the moment. With DirectX 12, maybe, because they're going to treat all graphics cards with all, not with alternate frame rendering. With they're going to render the same frame together rather than alternate frame rendering.
Right.
Frame rendering, and then treat all the VRAM and stuff on a card as a single GPU. So it's basically all your GPUs will work as one, rather than all of them working individually for one purpose.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I mean, I've got a Ti. I didn't know how much extra juice I'd need for 4K, but
the 980 Ti is great for entry-level 4K. The newer games might eat up all your VRAM, but you can do clever settings to get around that and reduce like some shadow quality that you might not notice, and it won't eat up so much VRAM. The 980 Ti is just amazing. It's amazeballs card. I can't believe I used the word amazeballs. You
did. I didn't want to say anything. Just surreptitiously remove you from my friends list.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Target hostile.
Targeting.
Thank you.
I mean, I'm not sure if you want to talk about it on your stream, so I'll avoid it immediately if I say it. If you say it, you go no. But have you been seeing Derek Smart stuff, or is that something you're not subscribing to at all?
No, I've seen it. Because I've been cramming everything Star Citizen over the last couple of weeks. There's no way I could have avoided it.
Then there was some form of YouTube channel you could go to see all the latest Star Citizen news.
Oh, plug yourself. Nice. But, yeah, no, basically the guy's a dildo.
He may or may not be a dildo. I'm kind of in the middle ground here where I hate him, but I won't say anything bad about him. I'll say he's probably a dildo in most people's eyes. No. Because that's the way he talks, because he's really annoying.
So, as an indie game developer who's been through similar poo-flinging scenarios, and looking at all of the variables such as his past dealings with the Crowd Imperium guys, the fact that his articles were also being used to push his own game, which is in severe jeopardy because he went from being one of the only modern-ish, I say modern-ish because they're pretty crap, but modern-ish space games, to having the competition of this and Elite Dangerous. And if he had previous disagreements with the Elite Dangerous guys, he'd probably be flinging poo at those guys instead. But Elite Dangerous is released. It has it's a solid game. You can buy it, you can play it.
He's limited in content, though, in my opinion.
Oh, it is. Yeah. But what I mean is, there's no vulnerability to target. Whereas this has the whole crowdfunding stigma, the fact that we're selling that Cloud Imperium are selling ships, and it gives him a target to make this big furore, because people complaining about crowdfunding is big news. It's easy to make big news. So it just gave him a podium on which to stand and fling his poo. But at the end of the day, he's still just flinging poo. And the fact that...
He's so insane! He's so mad! Read his articles, and I love reading his articles now, because it's like reading the memoirs of a madman now. I go, oh, I really want to read his next article, which is kind of what he wants. He's making a living from controversy. He's actively trying to do it. It's making me mad.
Yeah. The thing is, for all of the people who are informed and are kind of adult enough to make their own decisions about what Cloud Imperium are doing, about the Star Citizen thing, about the crowdfunding, about everything else, That's fine. He can fling his poo all he likes. It's not going to stick. But sadly, there's the rest of the internet as a whole. The internet denizens, as a group, are stupid people. And if there's news articles in well-respected publications coming out with all this stuff, then they read it and they believe it. And they don't even read the articles, so they won't even read Derek Smart's blog post. They'll just read the news article and draw a conclusion. That's the only problem.
I want them to ban clickbait articles, and to what Derek Smart is doing by ranting and being a madman. I think that needs to be... Don't ignore him. He's not a troll. He is someone that's trying to promote his game and his agenda in the industry. And that needs to be something that is not necessarily outlawed, but so frowned upon, and everyone just goes, no, this isn't acceptable in the industry. What you're doing is entirely wrong. And clickbait is wrong. Clickbait drives me insane.
Yeah. But the thing is, you see those articles, you never believe what's going to happen. I can never believe what's going to happen.
I just love...
I mean, I always need to know. I just don't know what's going to happen at the end. I have to watch the end to find out what amazing thing's going to happen in all those clickbait articles.
I know, so do I. The annoying thing is, I hate them, but I will watch them, and that's why they need to be banned. I've got a problem, okay? I've got an addictive personality for clickbait. I will just click on it, I'm going, oh my god, what does happen next? What was the most unbelievable thing the boyfriend did? I mean, I don't know. I've got a problem, man.
With the completely unrelated images they use as well.
Oh, yeah, that makes me more. That's just a woman bending over with a cleavage showing, with eyes wide, and be like, well, you can't believe what she found in her sock.
Yeah.
What did she find in her sock?
It's like, you won't believe which Hollywood celebrities are gay, and then showing a picture of a blatantly not gay celebrity.
Oh my god, yeah. Keanu Reeves, I'll be like, oh my god, that expression does look... No, that looks like all his other expressions.
Yeah. Overheat. Lock 1. Fire!
See, this is what I want from streams, Captain Flint. I want to be able to go on streams.
Fire!
I want to be able to vent everything that's wrong in my life directly at the streamer.
Well, awesome. I'm glad I can be that outlet for you.
So it's a shame that Star Citizen has to crash.
Yeah, we'll be done soon. Then we can hop in the new one. I'm assuming you can't get back in again.
Well, I haven't actually tried, but I don't think that's certainly not a feature yet. And if they made that a feature, I'm sure Derek Smart would complain that it was a feature creep. He never wanted that feature. Ergonomics. No, I've never had ergonomics in my games, so I don't see why they should have it in theirs.
Can you talk with me? Got a new mic, and I'm not squeaky. Oh, DJ. Well, join the chat channel. Feel free, buddy. Feel free. We're having a quiet one today, so there will be days where I will instigate a locked voice channel for people who are on the stream, but I don't care. So, what are your thoughts, bringing it back onto Star Citizen, on cross-section missiles? And their overpoweredness, allegedly.
I'm gonna mention my thoughts in the chat.
They're not suitable for voice consumption.
No, I'm happy to say I just don't want to take up everyone else's chat opportunity. I mean,
without thinking.
Yeah, I agree with that. The cross-section missiles are really powerful against slower ships like Hornets and stuff. That should be their downside of being in a Super Hornet. You get shot to shit by the cross-section missiles.
But right now, everyone's getting shot to shit by cross-section missiles.
I don't agree. I fly fast ships like 350Rs. They don't touch me.
Oh, I just flew into a friggin' another spaceship. Okay.
But I'm happy to have them nerfed. Doesn't really affect me. Won't really affect the way I fly. I don't see why so many people are complaining about them, other than they're very easy to use.
Yeah, well, to be honest, I don't have an opinion either way, so I was just asking your opinion. I did watch some videos on how to evade cross-section missiles, which seems like a very involved process.
Yeah, you just got to kind of keep on turning and keep your arse and like turn around them and stuff. But or you can just be really fast or go behind asteroids. Or
well, this guy was on about beaming and to be honest, like, how does speed help you when the missiles are going 750 meters per second?
So you just need to get out of their range effectively because they only have a limited range.
So you have between the time they're fired to when they catch up with you because they're flying twice as fast as you to extend the range to the point where they can't touch you.
Well, that's one way, or you can turn quicker than them. I mean, I use a mixture of going fast and turning when they're near me.
Well, that's basically what they talked about in the article on how to evade them, is beaming. So you spot them on your radar, you stick them on your left or right beam or wing,
okay,
and essentially you strafe away, keeping them on your left wing with boosting as you need to, but basically as they're tracking around you, you're essentially flying at a tangent to them, which keeps you slightly at range. So you essentially go around in circles, just keeping them out of the proximity range where they're gonna fire. Really did that? I'm sure I avoided that shit.
Was that one of my Uncle Ginger's videos?
I can't remember who it was. It was some flight academy thing that had lots of how to dogfight, how to do evasive maneuvers and defensive maneuvers and offensive.
Did he have a calm British voice?
Possibly.
There's so few Star Citizen YouTubers and streamers at the moment that pretty much everyone kind of knows each other. And I quite like that.
Well, I'm new, so hey, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Well, that's why I jumped into your channel because I saw you were streaming Star Citizen, and I haven't seen you do that before. So.
Well, this is my 4th time streaming it.
And how are you enjoying? How are you enjoying with Star Citizen? How much have you spent on it?
We'll not talk about that, but no, I haven't spent a lot of money. Honestly, I had my original Aurora package that I got through Kickstarter.
Oh well, you are an original backer.
Oh yeah, I'm an original backer. Like I said, I adamantly avoided everything Star Citizen because, like you, I have a kind of addictive personality, but mine is to in development game projects, which is why I became an indie developer on the side in the first place, because I have these great ideas, and when Star Citizen encompassed a lot of the kind of ideas and designs I had kind of planned out for a long time. The multi-ship stuff, the easy transition between space and walking around, and all that fun stuff. So that piqued my interest when they did the Kickstarter. So I was like, screw it, I'm going to back it. That sounds awesome. But I knew if I'd let myself get completely into tracking the progress, I would get hyped up, and then I'm not good at being patient at all.
No, totally agree. I know exactly what you mean.
So I would have just kind of gone crazy waiting for the thing. So I basically decided to ignore everything Star Citizen after the Kickstarter.
So why now?
Well, like I said, like I can't remember what I was looking at. I mean, I think I'd had an argument with someone about the crowdfunding thing, and honestly, while I didn't hold a strong opinion, I did kind of question the fact that they were still selling so expensive ships after they were so far past their original funding goal for their original feature set, and because I hadn't been looking into the general quality of what they've actually managed to put together so far, I had no real gauge of how they were spending that money. So I think I'd just come off this discussion and thought, screw it, I'm going to see where they're up to. So I did some Googling. I obviously stumbled across your videos, and particularly I stumbled you talking about the grabby hands thing. So I was like, what the hell's grabby hands? So I did a bit more research, found their grabby hands video, and again, the way they're doing the what do you call it system, the container system, and consequently how they're doing the multi-ship stuff also is in line with the technical design I did a while back, and I was like, that's awesome, they've actually implemented it and it works. that's actually pretty amazing. They must actually be putting a lot of cool work into this game. And then that kind of got me to the point where came to the realization that they are using the money well. They are making the most out of the fact they're not tied to a publisher. They're taking the risks to do awesome things in the game that they wouldn't be able to do if they were under a publisher. And I saw the quality of the things they're putting out. I was like, well, yeah, they've obviously put time and effort into the fidelity of the game, and I read more about the designs they were working on, and all very well thought out. So my final conclusion was, actually, I fully support the selling of things. If people have the spare money that they wish to spend investing in the game, now that I'm confident from what I've seen that they're spending that money well, and they're not just money grabbing, it's all for the betterment of the project, then sorry, eject, eject, eject. Eject,
We're
damn
talking
you!
about game development.
There we go. We get that. But yeah, then I'm completely cool with it all. So, but yes, but it was largely I watched a bunch of your videos and some of the other random ones about Star Citizen to fill in the gaps, and yeah, I'm very happy with how things are right now.
That's very nice. What's good for me to hear another game developer, or at least someone with the industry knowledge, say that you do think they're spending the money well. And in fact, that's something that hasn't been covered with the Derek Smart stuff. Derek Smart's gone mental and said his opinion. They haven't asked any other independent people in the industry what they think.
No, not at all.
Which I've totally overlooked, and I probably shouldn't. Give me the ideas for videos now. I don't want to overly cover Mr. Voldemort, but I do want to. I want it to become so unacceptable in the industry what he's doing that it's a thing.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, honestly, because from my kind of technical design background, like a lot of the stuff they're doing is very, very, very hard. One of the benefits I can draw with my kind of experience is that when they're talking about systems and designs, I can cut through the fluff, because there is always a lot of fluff, a lot of answers that they give which are kind of non-answers, if that makes sense. So answering without having to answer.
Is that because it's dumbed down, or is that because they can't give an answer, or because they don't want to give an answer, or is it a mixture of all of them?
It's a combination of a lot. Some of it is around, well, we haven't figured out design for that yet. So you have to be able to read what we are doing versus what we would like to do. And also, I can figure out how they're doing something based on how they present the various different designs. So if you imagine like you're a reasonably good amateur magician, when you watch a professional
Paul Daniels, got it, boom.
Yeah. When you watch a professional magician, you may not know exactly how they're doing the trick, but you know enough techniques that you can grab a general gist of how they've done it. You have an educated guess on what sort of techniques they're using, and how they're producing the final effect. And often you can see the sleight of hand. Well, he will be if he pulls off everything he wants to do, because it is a lofty goal. But no, it's more that when someone's describing what they're trying to do system-wise, I can ascertain from the questions they dodge or half answer. I can infer from that kind of hints about how they're approaching a system. So when someone's asking, "Hey, can we?" I think of a good example right now. Can we fit 1 million people into a ship, for example? And they say something around like, well, we're trying not to limit the amount of people in your ship, but some and so might be a problem, or whatever. I can use that to refine my thinking on how they're actually managing that.
I see, that's one of the problems I have when I do research into articles, is that I can do all the research in the world, but if I don't know the core of the subject matter, or have an understanding about it, like coding and like game development, then it's still opinions based on other people's opinions that I'm drawing from.
Yeah.
But obviously, you coming with more of an actual background in it and actually understand what's going on is it is a lot more refreshing to hear.
Yeah, I mean, I'm by no way am I a professional, but I.
Have you made money from what you do ever?
Not the game stuff, no.
Okay, then you are around.
I'm an indie. I'm an indie. Well, we raised $46,000 through Kickstarter. That's not really making money.
No, I think that makes you professional. I think that literally makes you professional. You've earned money doing what you do.
But I've spent a lot of money as well doing what I do. But no, professionally, I'm a computer hacker as a day job. So knowing how things work technically from the inside and out is my professional job.
So you break systems, is that?
Yeah, pretty much, and help secure them.
Okay, that sounds pretty cool.
Architect secure systems.
Sounds like a really, really fun job.
It can be. Some days it's dull as shit when you're just trolling through lines of code trying to find the one little bug. But other days when you find like awesome exploits, like crazy vulnerabilities, and you get to rip cocky developers a new a-hole. Those are the fun days.
So, what was your game about? What was your Kickstarter about, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh yeah, so we can. It's long enough past that we can talk about it now. It ended badly because the CEO was
Okay,
yeah.
Unscrupulous.
Well, he came along one day and pulled the plug on development and sacked most of the development team because he wanted to sell the idea to a development studio, bearing in mind that he was essentially AWOL from the project for the best part of a year and a half while I was running the entire thing. He was out of touch with the project, and he was basically sacking everyone who'd spent the last 2 years of their life volunteering inordinate amounts of time working on the project, and he was just kicking them to the curb.
Take it no one had any contracts?
No, not really, because it was all volunteer. But,
I see, yeah.
But yeah, he wanted me to stick around and help flesh out all of the documentation, paperwork and stuff for the sale, and I said, screw you, if you get rid of everyone, I'm leaving as well, which is how that ended. But the game itself was an awesome vision. So it was called Embers of Kyrus. It was a massively multiplayer online role-playing game, and it was a sandbox game. Essentially, it was a sim medieval life style game, and we had the largest MMO map created for our first continent.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah, so it was like 130,000 square kilometers or something.
That sounds pretty big. I mean, I can't fathom that sort of stuff because obviously, as a gamer, all of the distance that I can see is from a 2D monitor because I don't get up and go anywhere in the real world.
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
I can visualize my bedroom and then wow.
Yeah, well, basically, to give you a numeric scale, if you are running at normal running speed from the westmost city, which is not the westmost edge of the map, the westmost city, the most direct route to the eastmost city, also not the east edge of the map. We sent a QA guy to do it, and it took him 8.5 hours.
See, now, if I was doing it like IRL, that's not that impressive, because it takes me that amount of time to get down to the end of the road now. I mean, literally, being a YouTuber makes all your muscles and everything just kind of fuse together.
Well, this is an extremely fit person who's running at running speed constantly for 8.5 hours.
I mean,
it's what that would be. 100. I forget exactly how big it was. It was a lot. I think it was like 60 kilometers or something.
How many marathons is that?
A lot.
Many marathon.
But either way, it was. The point was the world had to be big enough that you could have an in-game economy that was localized. So each city would have its own local economy, such that you could have trade routes and such. So the value of something, value of one thing in one city is going to be different to the value of something in another city because of the availability of resources. So being a trader, you will actually be able to buy something in one place and sell it in another place, and have a realistic reason for it to being a different value. Which brings into play things like having bandits who stalk the main trade routes and attack convoys, which brings up people who play a role of protecting those convoys, and it adds all these elements in the gameplay. But it also had a fully dynamic ecology designed for it, which is very similar to the economic simulation that's going into Star Citizen. So, like Star Citizen, I had basically it was going to run on a massive CUDA array computer, which ran a very coarse granularity AI simulation in the background, which then interacted with the game world. So as you enter into an area, all of the life that's happening there, so all of the flocks of, all the herds of deer and packs of wolves that are eating the deer and stuff, they're going to be there, and it will instantiate them as you enter the area. And then the granularity of the AI becomes more fine, so it comes down to individual creature AI doing their thing, walking around, eating grass, hunting each other, whatever. But also...
that sounds like what Warhammer Online was originally pitched as.
Yeah, they didn't hit that. Welcome back, Raven. How's it going? But that also added into the whole localization thing, because if you wipe out all the deer in the local area, because of the way that the world ecology simulation works, if you wipe out all the deer have gone. So suddenly you're lacking deer meat, you're lacking deer hide. So you have a resource constraint. But also, all the wolves that are hunting the deer in the area, they get hungry. So maybe they start becoming braver and attacking towns and stuff. So the whole thing has a knock-on effect, where what you're doing in the game has a direct impact on the world itself.
I mean, that does sound pretty awesome, because then you have a living, breathing world, as it were.
That's the point. And much like the way that Star Citizen is going with, well, the players are only like 10% of the world. You're not like the superhero. The same was true in our game, in that you're entering and living in the world. The world isn't revolving around you.
Yeah, I like that idea. It makes you feel both big and small simultaneously.
Yeah. Are either of you still in this game? Because I'm just watching this guy fly around in his gladiator. Not gladiator.
Gladius.
Gladius, even.
Monster.
Is that you?
Hey, Captain, I had no idea that you used to be a game developer.
Independence. I was never paid for it.
Alright, I gotta say, like, when you were saying about the CEO before, I've gotta say, he is one arsehole. Like, he doesn't even, like... let's just be honest. You said that he was pretty much AWOL for the project.
Uh-huh.
So that means he was lazy. And then he just randomly came in and decided to abandon it, even though you were doing pretty much all the work.
Mm-hmm.
And
no,
then...
it wasn't to abandon it. It was because he wanted to sell it.
Yeah.
Ah, sell it then. Sorry, my misunderstanding. Like, to sell it then. So then he could pretty much either get the money or...
Yep. Even worse.
Pretty much he's just a lazy bastard, right? Just like lying down, like sitting down or something, probably eating his own toenails and thinking, should I sell this game project and then make money? Oh, yes.
Well, I mean, he basically came on and said he wasn't happy with the pace that we were delivering stuff. So, I mean, I sympathize completely with any delays that happen with Star Citizen outputs, because being on the other side, I know how random crap can happen, and does happen. Some guys' accents, you make curse words sound cute. Nice, Raven. You are a weirdo, though.
British people have got a great way of saying wanker and twat. They're beautiful words.
Indeed. But yeah, but he originally came along because he allegedly was working with a potential investor, and I wasn't happy with the way we were delivering things either. So I'd actually moved us across to a completely new engine so we could do some rapid development and do a modular release like Star Citizen is doing. So we moved to that cadence where we were saying, okay, we'll build this prototype chunk, we'll release it, we'll get some feedback, and so on and so forth. So when he came back first time and said, okay, I'm pulling the plug, I managed to convince him to not and give us some more time to show some progress. So we moved from the Vision Engine to Unity, learned how to use Unity, ported all of our assets to Unity, and built an entire game prototype, which is a pretty large scene to run around in. It was like an exploration prototype. A full city, a full town in there. We had a full dynamic weather system in there. We had a full dynamic time of day, which was synchronized with a central time server. So it was synchronized to the real time of the game when it releases. We already started the clock, so it was synchronized into that. Had all this stuff, and we did that in a month. And he was like, no, it's not good enough. I'm pulling the plug. Wow. And I was like, really? And that's when I said, look, if you're sacking these guys, I'm out.
That's pretty good of you.
Yeah, I mean, thing is, I'd sweated the same sweat, and I bled the same blood as all these guys for the last 2 years, so I wasn't going to go and abandon them. And just say, oh, sorry guys, CEO said you got to go, so see ya. No, just not. And funnily enough, after I left, the whole project crashed and died. We haven't heard anything from the guy since April last year.
I don't know if I should say, oh, that's so good, or meh.
It's very sad for the project, because the project itself, and a lot of the core designs I put in there, was amazing. Like stuff like having a permadeath arena. So it was an open world PvP game with full loot and all the rest of it. But there were people who would live in the cities and they'd be traders and things, but they want to be able to fight. So having a gladiatorial arena where you can essentially buy slaves, which you can use to fight. So when you enter the arena, you use one of these slaves and you play as that character as your kind of combat in the arena character, which is a whole side gameplay where you're fighting in the arena, but because it's permadeath, you have real kind of progress. So as you're going up the rankings, the guy who's won 50 fights and is top of the rankings, you know he's badass, because if he'd lost one fight, he would be dead, and that guy would be wiped out. And then you can add in stuff like spectators, so people can watch the battles and things. But alongside that, you can have it so that maybe you want to take your actual character in there. So you're having some dispute between your guild and someone else's guild, and the leaders say, right, let's deal with it in the arena. So the leaders go into the arena, and they fight out to, I don't know, whatever they're fighting over, knowing that their main characters will suffer permadeath if they die in the arena.
Damn.
So that's an optional thing, but if someone calls you out and said, look, let's get in the arena, do you back down? Or do you go fight in the arena knowing you might lose your character? But because it's a whole separate thing, it's fully opt-in. But then, because if we have the spectator part of it, where you can watch the battle in kind of a MOBA style, you get to say, okay, we're having this big fight, this guild versus this guild, publicize it, people are streaming it, and you have this big fight, and it becomes this big event, which is part of the in-game lore. And it's driven by the players, and it's this massive thing, because people know if someone dies, they're suffering real consequence, which makes the whole thing a lot more awesome to watch. But yeah,
really
so go on.
It's really like a gamble, really, because I mean, if it's like that good, like you really want to go into the arena just to get whatever you're fighting over for, that's pretty much a risk. So that's like a good thing. I mean, it's like gambling, literally. It's a good way to bring gambling into gaming without even having to pay a penny.
Yeah, but anyway, so ideas like that, lots of awesome ideas we had for the game that have all gone by the wayside. But it's all good. I'm waiting a safe number of years. I'm rewriting all the designs, and I'll be making something else similar at some point in the future. So,
nice one.
Screw it. Are we all out of the game? And do we all want to go back into the game? Seems we're here to stream video games, not talk about my failed projects.
Well, as you're talking about like game development and everything, I think I don't know if I've actually told you, but I'm actually like helping out making a horror game that was actually like my idea and everything.
Oh, nice! Congratulations.
It's basically, oh, thanks, dude. But it's based around Discovery Island. It was like a really old Disney. It was like a Disney attraction in a way. So it was like Walt Disney World in a way, and basically it got shut down in 1999 for apparently there was like a virus or something in the waters that was like deadly, so they had to close it. And There's like many other reasons for it, but they're all really weird reasons. And so what I did with like the whole history of that island is I've kind of made a horror game based idea out of it because it's pretty suspicious and no one really talks about it anymore. And so I'm basically bringing it back, but with a little twist.
Nice.
And,
Sounds like a pretty cool idea.
So far, it's actually going okay. The only problem is that we have a modeler, but the thing is that he's kind of having a little bit of like family issues and everything. So I'm in need of finding a modeler that would probably do some foundations for us and some of the characters.
Yeah, that's going to be a common ongoing problem in indie spheres. Finding good artists that are willing and able to spend their time on indie projects is hard.
Yeah.
Well, animators are reasonably hard. You can find them. Worse than that is animators, and the worst, even still, is riggers. Like finding an animator who's willing to rig as well it's rocking horse poop.
It's like trying to find your identical clone in about the same country, in the same city, it's like impossible.
Yeah. So we did manage to have one of those though on MZKeros. We had one guy who could do everything. He did concept, he did modeling, he did rigging, he did animation. The guy was a freaking legend, like serious. Nice. And the stuff he pumped out was unbelievable.
I mean, I've actually got like some like stuff for the actual like game. So, for example, like a little teaser trailer we made like just before we started on the project.
Are we all in, guys?
Then I made a
target
kind of
sound.
Targeting. Then I made a sound-based kind of teaser for the actual game, and then I've also made some little, what are they called? I'm thinking the word now. Transitions for the trailer. I will be making like the main trailer. I will be making in about a few months' time when we get gameplay.
Oh, good luck with that, buddy.
Thanks, dude.
Right, back to the game. Are we all in? Did we get in?
No.
No. I'm waiting for players 1, which is usually a bad sign, I think.
Monkey keeps on connecting and disconnecting.
You there, Monkey?
He is not here. As of now. One second.
Okay, I'm gonna drop out the game.
Alright, dude.
Back to Hangin.
In fact, do you want me to give you like a little, like a link or something to either the trailer or the sound-based teaser?
Just you can drop a trailer link into the Twitch chat.
Alright. I will drop... I don't know which is better, either the sound-based one or the video. The video was before we had like any gameplay or anything, so it's just kind of like a little, And
is that the thing you've been throwing at me for the last couple of weeks?
You mean?
Someone's been giving me a YouTube link, not a YouTube, an Imager link to a animated GIF of something.
I'm actually not sure. It might have been me, it might not have been me. I have no idea. I don't remember doing it.
Okay, let me know when you're ready next time.
There you go. I've just sent the trailer, like the visual trailer, in the Twitch chat, and now I'm going to drop the teaser, which is sound-based, so they're completely different, which is... Otherwise, it'd be pointless.
Next time, you on the voice comms, dude?
So, let me check. It's just me, you, and Netchan, whatever his name is. Pronounce it. Nechtan. There you go. Me, you, and Nechtan. Monkey isn't here.
Well, hello, Megascope. Thank you for the donation of a very specific $9.41. I guess that was in pounds. Thank you for the donation, man. Much appreciated. Welcome back. How's it going, buddy?
Now he's here.
What do you on your sex box? Sex box.
And Monkey is now gone.
The monkey's having some issues.
Some internet issues. The thing is, I have Sky, and I'm not having any internet problems, which is pretty weird. Because we all know what the pain of Sky is.
Hold up, let me just check my massages.
What's wrong?
No, just so much spam. So much spam.
Spam.
Right, cool.
So in the chat, I have put the 2 links.
Yeah, I see them, buddy.
Ah, cool.
No, we can't hear you, Necton.
Yeah, check if your mic is muted, or maybe if it's not on the actual Discord thing. If it's not muted on there, then check your microphone settings or something. Or even if it's just the mic itself on mute.
Okay, launching into Dying Star. Right, let me get back to focusing on the game. Thanks for hanging out with us, DJ.
Welcome.
Right. Still can't hear you, Necton. What's the percent of the PayPal take something donate streamers? They don't take anything. Twitch alerts takes 1% of everything as part of their payment, but PayPal take nothing.
That's why I like PayPal.
Oh my god, it's working again.
Hey!
Yay!
Welcome back.
Through your silly voice app, it just randomly turns off your audio, so I can still hear myself, which is even worse.
What?
I had I don't know what happened. I think it was trying to play out of my microphone, and then I got looped back with myself, and I couldn't hear what you were saying, and I was worried that you could hear what I was saying, which then would be me more stupid.
Oh god. Well, I think the Discord app is having some sort of cock up, so
Yeah.
at least thank God. I thought that was Monkey then.
No.
Everyone's having problems.
Let me see what's going on.
Next time, we still can't hear you, dude.
Can you hear me?
Hear you?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I can.
Okay, then
Hey,
next time.
hey,
Right.
Hey.
I think you just have to like let it go, and it kind of works again.
Just let it do its thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. I'm not even going to try and invite you both again because it just fails. So, are we all in the public lobby?
I will be about 20
I'm
seconds.
actually in game waiting on you boys.
It may not put us in the same game. It might, but it may not. So I mean,
Actually going.
PayPal. I think there's sometimes a cost involved when you transfer money, but not when you just withdraw money out or take payments or whatever.
Right. I am in Arena Commander.
Okay, in the lobby.
Yes.
Okay, are you ready to hit launch?
I am more than ready. I was born ready to hit launch on Star Citizen Arena Commander.
Okay, and 3, 2, 1, launch.
Dying Star, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
As much as I'd love to, I would love to narrate the game. It's just that I have a delay on the stream, so...
It's
Okay,
just a
dude.
general Twitch thing at the moment.
Yeah. So that's the only problem. I would narrate if I could see it in live time, but obviously Twitch has a 30-second delay, so narrating it would be a bit stupid.
Catelyn, have you put your stream delay lesser? Do you know what I mean? There's an option in Twitch now to reduce stream lag.
So
Yeah.
I tried that, but because I stream at the best quality I possibly can without having a source button, I had a bunch more people complaining that they were buffering.
Well, okay.
So I decided not to until I can get a source button regularly, either by having lots of viewers more regularly or getting my partnership. There's no point. Like once I can get a source button, I can run at 1080, 60 frames per second, and authentication fail.
Well, you're in our game. I mean, that doesn't sound good.
Uh-oh.
It said I failed, but I'm in the game.
Do you have a green cursor that you can move around?
I did. I'm also flying my ship around.
As long as you're able to fly your ship, it'll be fine. Except
Target
I can't
friendly?
move my ship. What's going on there?
Target locked.
Yeah, I see Necton. Next friendly.
Targeting.
I can't move.
Target locked.
Sorry, mate.
I see Nafaf. Next friendly.
Yeah, I don't know him.
No, I don't
think
see
so.
you. You're not in the game yet.
Yeah, I'm in the game. You boys just joined.
Oh, you're in,
But it
yeah.
doesn't look
Oh,
like
there's
you're moving.
there's Monkey. Next friendly.
I can't move though.
Target locked.
Yeah, interesting. Oh, Nafaf can't work. Is that you?
Oh, that's a bit weird.
Are you saying no?
So it
That's
looks
you,
like
Monkey.
the Vandals are also in the stick as well.
We're all stuck.
They're moving.
No, they move when you get close to them in your ship.
I'm in space treacle.
Space treacle. It's my favourite kind of treacle.
I can't even detonate myself.
Eject, sir.
Does anyone know the respawn command for console?
No. Have you tried respawn?
Now I have.
Did it work?
No.
Killed it. Killed it. Oh. Lock 2. Initialize systems. Hello.
Hello?
Hello, Holly. Holly. Initialize systems. Initialize systems.
Should have gone for a better model like Anna.
Nah, Anna sucks. And not in the good way. There. Okay. I'm gonna have to go manual. Gotta push more buttons.
Hostile destroyed.
Do. You're mine, Vandal 4. Get a missile! Yeah! There's still that spike whenever you pop a shit with a missile. They allegedly fixed that one. Maybe we just didn't get that.
So what happened to the monkey? Is he still stuck?
The monkey?
I'm very much stuck. I plugged my joypad in, and now I'm able to look around my cockpit and interact with my HUD. But I still can't move.
All right, can you eject? Do you want me to kill you or what?
I
Target
would like
friendly?
you to kill me. I can't blow myself up or eject.
Target locked.
Rip,
All right.
Next friendly.
rip in peace, monkey.
Thanks, guys. Wouldn't be able to eject from an Aurora anyway. You have to slowly get out of your seat and jump out the airlock.
This is very true, which you currently can't do.
And the funny thing is in free flight, if you set your destination, set your self-destruct, you have no chance to possibly get out of the airlock in 10 seconds.
This is very true. What you need is NPC pet
Yeah,
pilot
okay,
to trigger it for you.
Yeah.
Take one for the team. I still can't
BRB.
see you in the thing.
Yeah, no, I'm looking for him as well.
Where are you near a big red planet?
So I am towards the smashy sun planet thing rather than the space station.
Okay, the Smashy Sun planet thing.
So if the space station is behind you, go straight towards the planet and you'll find me.
Cool. Target friendly.
Targeting. Target locked.
Nafaf. Next friendly.
Targeting. Target locked.
Still Nafaf. Apparently I can't see you.
Weird bug.
Next friendly.
Targeting. Target locked.
There's Nectarn.
Now
Next.
now I can adjust my throttle, but it does nothing.
Next friendly.
Slowly, functionality is coming back.
Next friendly. It doesn't want me to find you. Search and rescue, boys. Search and rescue. Where's my red cutlass when I need one? Okay, approaching simulation boundary. You're not here.
I am.
You're not. You do not
back.
exist.
I exist. I'm a real boy.
God. The monkey Pinocchio. Wow, I got silent really quick.
That's a lot of ships. Lock 2.
2 missiles locked.
Fire!
Missiles away.
Shields rear.
Redirecting shield power.
Shields
Yeah, I've got
front.
no idea where you are.
Redirecting shield power.
I can see people firing.
Are you like just loading into the game epically slowly?
No. It's 6 minutes 43.
Shields balanced.
All right. So where's the shooting on your screen?
So
In front of
my
you?
screen,
Above?
I'm quite close to the planet. I'm looking towards the space station,
All right.
and it's about my 11 o'clock. Firing. It's behind a big asteroid now. You're behind a big asteroid. Some
A big asteroid. Because there's not many of those around here.
Look, I'm only telling you what I can see, okay? I haven't got a radar. It's really hard to orientate myself.
Okay, I'm flying around. Lots of big meteors. Target monkey. That needs to be a thing. Are you being shot at right now?
No.
Target
I
friendly?
wish.
Targeting. Target locked.
Next friendly?
Targeting. Target locked.
No, it's
Yeah.
next turn.
I would like to say also that there's no way you're going to be able to target me. I have 0 IR and 0 EM.
Axe.
You'd have to find me by seeing me. Everything's off on my ship.
Maybe you're below us. Oh crap. Oh Jesus. My cockpit's gone all red. Okay, which way up is the station?
The station
Is it
is.
pointy end
Well, it's
up
not really up.
or pointy
I
end
mean,
down?
I'm looking at it. I mean, like in the middle of it. I'm looking back. I'm kind of looking at it.
How far would you say you are from the actual spire?
Because we're covering the entire space between the spire
Probably 11.
and the broken boulder
11k
thing.
Okay.
towards the planet. 11k, and if you're orientating yourself with the spire, so the top of the spire is at the top, I should orientate it. Then I'm a little bit of. I'm probably at that kind of height.
Okay.
That.
Yeah, we're looking about halfway towards the end as well, so it may be just...
I mean, if you start shooting when you're looking, I can tell you if I can see the fire. I can see people firing near the spire at the moment, at the bottom of the spire.
Okay, that's me.
Can you see this?
Yes, I do see that.
How close?
That's on my 3 o'clock. 3
Is
o'clock.
it going towards you or away from you?
Oh, it's really hard to tell. One second, let me put that. Change direction. Bring it down.
I'll up.
Oh shit! I mean, someone's firing towards me, but there's lots of fire going in both directions now.
Can you fire?
No, that would make this a lot easier. No, I can't fire.
Have you
No,
checked
I
your
can't see anyone.
Have you checked your power throttle? See if you accidentally throttled your power.
Yeah.
down.
Checked it all. It's all on 33%, and I can't edit that. It's as if I don't have.
No.
systems.
If you go to the power screen, there's a separate throttle. Show power.
Yeah, it's in the middle.
On the left-hand side, it should say 100.
Oh, there's no 100. There's nothing there.
There should be, if you look at the Twitch stream, there should be a power throttle and a power allocation. The power throttle should be a circle with 100 in the middle.
I'm in an Aurora. We don't have all that high tech shizzle whizzle.
You should have. The power throttle is the same for all ships.
Oh, it's not for mine apparently.
Except for your ship, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a special snowflake.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Alright, I've gone from one side of the map to the other. I can't see you.
If someone comes towards the planet as close as they can and starts firing, and then keeps on changing direction, I'll tell you when you're pointing at me.
Okay, I'm flying. Can you see that?
I'm going to shoot at the planet.
I don't see anything.
Can you see that?
Nope.
Can you see that?
Nope.
That?
Oh. Nope. Oh. So I can see someone's. No, it's just random lights. No. I can see the Vandal. The Vandal are flying towards you. I can see them.
Okay.
I came from where the Vandal just came from.
Okay, alright.
Oh, so you're near the big flaming planet, not the other planet.
The big flamey planet, yeah, the broken flamey sun one.
Okay.
Saw that blow up.
You are in a friggin' stealth ship.
I think I've got no systems, and I can't move. Nothing's turned on, so I literally have zero detectability.
Okay.
Oh my god.
This game.
Can you see that? Ah, crap.
Yes,
I'm getting
I
shot.
see that. I see that. I also see lots of the ships. Are you fighting Vandal there?
Yeah, I just got attacked by a whole swarm
Oh, I see that.
of vandals.
See that? That's very close. Whoever that is. Looks like someone in a 325 or something. It could be a Vandal actually. It's hard to tell from this distance.
What? I think you're trolling us right now.
It sounds like I am, doesn't it? But I'm really not. I saw that Vandal explodes.
Oh, you probably saw Naraf. He's in a Hold on, how do we talk in the chat thing? How's that work?
There is a
Hello?
vandal that literally was just briefly touching me. No, that's Gladius! I see Gladius!
Yeah, that's
Kill me!
Draft.
Kill me! Kill me! Yes! He killed me! Thank you!
Where the hell was he?
Painful.
Ah, crap! I got
All
killed
the
as
way
well.
up the top.
All the way at the top.
Yep.
You didn't tell us you were all the way at the top. My
Still got the same problem.
goodness, sir.
Oh, I've still got
Yeah,
the same
how do you
problem.
talk in the text chat thing?
Second, I'll work it out.
Crying over.
He's smashed me again. I'm just spinning around now. He's just shot me once. It's spinning slowly.
This is just turning stupid now.
Okay, I got their attention. Target friendly.
Targeting. Target locked.
Target next friendly. Next friendly. Well, you just chatted. How did you
Oh
do that?
shit!
Target hostile.
Targeting. Target locked.
Oh, or I could just ram it. That works too.
Equals.
Equals.
I think. Plus.
Something like that worked.
Oh.
Target hostile.
Targeting. Target locked.
Where is he? There he is.
I'll go back to the hangar. Screw this.
Well, you would
See
bring
if you can rejoin.
limp machine.
Should be able to.
I will try. I've never actually tried to rejoin before. See if it just puts me back in the game.
No harm in trying anyway.
Hey, Max Salisbury 28, welcome to my stream. The voice commands is a separate program. It's called Voice Attack. As you'll see from the title of the stream, I spent some time earlier writing the profile for it. So all these voice commands I put in myself. Initialize systems. Initiate systems. Initiate. No, I won't do that. Initialize systems. That one just doesn't work, apparently. Let's figure out why that is later. Target hostile.
How weird. All of my systems have been taken off the Aurora LN.
Oh, so you literally have
Built.
you have an Aurora with actually nothing attached to it.
Yeah, no power, no shields, no thrusters, no weapons, no hard points. They've all been taken off. So everything's clear.
That'd be a problem.
Thanks.
Not
Thanks,
having an
Gladius.
engine does stop you moving somewhat.
All my thrusters, my radar, everything taken off. Weird.
It costs you, McSalisbury. Oh, it's free for a 28-day trial, and it costs you a whole $8. 8 whole American dollars.
It is really useful with voice attack, and there's some amazing profiles people have made for it.
I don't like mine. Mine's pretty rudimentary right now. It will get better. I can put a lot more interesting logic into it.
Okay. I liked the when you say thank you, she now says different things.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Apparently she doesn't say anything.
Oh no.
Apparently she's got rude.
Sassy today.
What a bitch. What a bitch. Thank you. Nah, it's broken. Broke it. Lock 1.
1 missile locked.
Fire. At least she's doing the important stuff.
Away.
She's firing missiles. She's arranging my shields. Do 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 do. What a rip-off. Indeed, sir. Indeed. What a rip. Hey, Tarly, how's it going, buddy? So, Monkey. Do you have a organization you would like to promote?
What, are you talking about my in-game organization or the fact that I'm like super pro mega MLG streamer for all the Star Citizen news? Which one would you like me to promote?
In-game. In-game will do
Oh,
fine.
yeah. Nomad Black is my organisation, and what I'm going to be using for filming and to write like in-game fiction about. And basically, the idea of them is that they're disenfranchised with the UEE. They live on the fringe worlds, and they're very much supporting Operation Pitchfork, and are quite anti-alien, slightly alien racist, but not entirely so.
A little bit racist.
Yeah, it's going to be sort of like we don't trust the Banu.
What you mean is xenophobic.
Alien racist. I mean what I say. It's my organisation.
Okay.
Xenophobic's a good word though, like a more accurate word that actually makes sense.
It makes you seem less racist.
Yeah. But yeah, so the idea behind them is that they're like men and women from Armitage that survived or weren't there. Basically weren't in Armitage when it got raided by the Vandal.
Right.
And they started their own organisation to investigate it and to try and petition the UEE to do some more about defending the fringe worlds. And then they kind of realised that the UEE weren't going to do anything about it. And that leads up to Operation Pitchfork, which and then we will write, based on what happens in Operation Pitchfork, we will write more of the law for our corporation, organisation, whatever they're called.
Gotcha. And what are the main activities you'll be partaking in? Do you have services that you'll be selling to other citizens?
So we are going to be heavily partaking of trying to capture alien technology and selling it on. So we'll be actively trying to get Vandal ships, Banu ships, that sort of stuff, in good condition to be able to sell on, because I love that as an idea and thing to do in game, and I'm very much a collector. So I'd love to have all that sort of stuff. But also resource management, anything that we can do and exploit on the fringes and on the frontier. So there'll be lots of resource management there, lots of base wipes, stuff like that. We'll be looking, so we've got a Javelin, a couple of Idrises, some quite powerful ships in our corp. We'll be looking to turn up in a system, going, right, we're going to exploit the resources here for like a month or 2 weeks, and then move on from there. And the idea of the way our corporation works is that everyone gets a vote. We have a fortnightly meeting where we, like a Roman kind of Senate, which will be like everyone can put a single motion forward, everyone votes on that motion if they want it, or don't want it, or whatever. A forum, yes indeed. A Roman forum.
Quorum.
Maybe, why not? And then everyone has the same vote and voice, and it's my job and a couple of the other founders' jobs to put them into practice, rather than us having any more power than anyone else. Our job is to make sure that it happens. And motions are passed, so that can be from tax rate to we're going to move all the major ships of this system to go smash this base in.
Then I may have to freelance some work your way. Or
Yeah, please do.
be freelancer for you, I mean.
I'd love to get loads of streamers and active people and vocal people involved. We're kind of light role players. We don't really role play, but we're kind of professional when we do play.
Practical
I'm probably
role play.
the least professional. Yeah. We quite enjoy. We're all LARPers. Most of my corp's LARPers. There's about 30 of us. And I started inviting some people that are my YouTube viewers and stream viewers down as well. But anyone's kind of more than welcome, as long as they fit with us, and we'll play some games and stuff to see if people fit with us. But we're pretty welcoming as long as you're not a full goon. Is the idea. because we're gonna try and be lawful as possible. People are more than welcome to do personal smuggling. That's nothing to do with our corporation. We're going to be lawful neutral, kind of. That's the idea. We want money, and we want to protect the fringe worlds.
Yeah. Well,
what's your call?
I don't have one. Like I say, I'll largely be a freelancer, a independent or small group of independents, an independent and his crew, so I can experience a lot more. I can like take out contracts with various different corporations and do like a view into doing business with the big corporations and kind of like a window into the world.
Very much think it is good to have a major corporation that you're attached to. When I say major corporation, a main corporation that you feel that you're in line with.
Oh yeah, so having a relationship and a longer-term relationship and affiliation is fine.
Send him to David
but from a role-playing gameplay aspect, it will be in a employer-contractor, at least initially, employer-contractor. If the story of my character goes the way that I end up being more involved, then that's fine. But initially, as an explorer, a transporter of goods, a retriever of goods and people, and whether the kind of contract work, me and my space bucket can get.
I think that will make really nice content as well, actually.
Yeah.
Quite interesting and adventure-y.
Exactly. It means I can engage in the variety of things, but definitely building up relationships and formal relationships with other organizations, which ideally are tied off the back of me actually enjoying spending time with the guys who are in it. But you get what I mean. So,
if you could have any ship, been given any ship's free for you. CIG have gone, have a free ship, anything you want. What would you go for?
See, that's a tricky one, because I mean, while I'm talking about my initial in the game thing, ultimately I'm a high-level strategician, tactician, and strategy guy. I'm ex-military special forces, and I'm a study of old-school strategy in all aspects of warfare and stuff. So, ideally, I would love to be the captain and commander of a fleet, and doing kind of large-scale fleet tactics stuff, like commanding a crew of people and doing that whole leadership thing. With that in mind, I would love to have an Idris, a military Idris with crew. Would be cool. But in line with my earlier stuff, just a freelance will be fine. Nice little freelancer. Probably the Dur one, a freelancer Dur.
Okay, yeah.
Would
so
serve
you want to go
my initial
into
purposes.
command and control kind of high-level strategic thinking. No, I like that. I think that's something that a lot of games lack. I mean, EVE having a really good strategist and tactician leading the raids and stuff, leading the big battles is always essential.
Yeah.
With this and with Star Citizen, it's going to be so important because there's going to be so much communication necessary at all the levels. Are you going to get involved with Operation Pitchfork?
Yeah. Again, I only found out about that through your video, so I still need to do more research on that one. And apparently, I've lost my front right thruster, which is making manoeuvring a little bit painful.
Probably my fault. Distracting you.
But
Zaldai.
yeah.
I can't pronounce. I can never pronounce anyone's name on stream. It's my thing.
Who, what?
Zaldai.
Oh, Zaldai, afternoon, my friend. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. You're a new face, so welcome. That's my, And thank you for the follow, McSalisbury. Welcome to the crew of the good ship Narwhal. I would call the ship something better, but it just kind of came out first time I said it, and it stuck.
So would that be the name of your Idris, the Narwhal?
Probably. It would have to be for continuation. Yes.
So why Narwhals? Any reason for Narwhals?
So this comes to the reason why my channel's Captain Flint. actually. So when I rebranded myself, I was trying to come up with a name that engendered community and inclusion. So, I mean, you have clans and guilds, and everyone has their little gimmick. And crew was one of the ones on the list. And as I was thinking about crew, I was thinking, like, yeah, crew of a ship. And wait a minute. Actually, I grew up playing largely and often solely the Monkey Island series. Like, I grew up on Monkey Island. Like,
It was a little tiny bit too before my time, slightly before my time.
It's timeless, dude. It's timeless.
Yeah. I still played them. I was just very, very, very young.
Yeah, but anyway, I grew up playing the Monkey Island games, so I loved Monkey Islands, and I had the visions of being a mighty pirate. Like, I would love to go off on a working ship round the world cruise. There's one, basically you crew a tall ship, and you sail around the world. And it's fully working, you're manning the sails, you have to be trained before you go. Like, sailing around on a proper old school tall ship would be awesome. But anyway, that's beside the point. So, with the whole Monkey Island theme, so the Captain Flint is kind of a Monkey Island style pirate, as in not a nasty, we're going to kill everyone pirate, but I want to be finding awesome booty in a Monkey Island comedy style type pirate. And in Monkey Island, the fourth one, I think, there was a narwhal. And they liked the amusing talking about narwhals in it. I think there was a ship called Narwhal as well. But narwhals just seemed funny. And having a ship called the Narwhal seemed funny. It's like a whale with a unicorn horn. It's a whaley-corn. And I don't know, and it just came out. It just came out one day. I said, welcome to the crew of... And then the good ship Narwhal just kind of fell out of my mouth. And everyone was like, cool. We're on the ship Narwhal. And it just... I haven't managed to get rid of it since.
I like it. It's your thing. I don't have the thing on my stream at all yet. Kind of, I'm a bit erratic and don't really read chat. That's my thing.
Wow, that's an awesome thing. That's a good place to start. Because no one on Twitch channels like streamers who interact with them in chat.
I get other people to do it for me.
But you're a YouTuber. You have that thing.
Yeah, I'm good if I get to research and then read from a script.
And you're funny, like strange rather than haha, but you're funny. So.
Screw you, buddy.
But Warren on Edge just bought a ship for the game. Can't wait to get home and try it out. Nice. Aura RS, excellent.
Warren, what did you buy?
Is the which one's the RS?
Then there is an RS. I think it's Rock Space Industries.
Oh, so probably the MR, which is was it the basic Aurora package?
Yes, so the
MR
starting package is the
MR. Multi-role.
But there is an ES.
There's an ES. There's the LN, the Legionary one.
I love the LN. I think that's an absolutely great ship. And
there's another one which is the big bulk carrier one. God, this ship is such a whale to fly with its missing a thruster. I'm trying to learn to conserve ammo on this thing, so I'm using my lasers to blast through the shields and then the ballistic to pop their hull. I was going to say, yeah, he's a laugh at rather than laugh with. That's just mean. I was being jovial. That's just mean, Oscar. Take it back.
Thanks, guys.
Take it back. He's a celebrity, don't you know, because he has the YouTubes. But yeah, the Auroras they are good ships. They are good ships, and they're going to do well in the PU. What do you think to the UI, to the HUD changes that they've trialed in the Auroras?
I mean, based on my last game, I don't know. I mean,
So
I need to see stuff and actually play with it.
yeah,
Before
so I mean,
before
basically, I mean the whole putting everything into actual panels on the ship rather than having it as a floating HUD.
So I thought that floating HUD was in your helmet,
It is.
and I thought that was a separate thing from the panel stuff, so that you could literally have one or the other or both.
So you kind of have both. So there's some elements that you do have on the thingy HUD, and most of this stuff is on your helmet. But with the MR, or with the Aurora, sorry, it's their first concept prototype of moving everything back onto the panels themselves. And if you look at the recent video of the Merlin, as I think yesterday's ATV, he shows how he's doing a similar concept with the Merlin UI and how he's getting all the UI into panels. So they're looking like they're moving away from having things in this helmet HUD and actually sticking them into like logical panels and things. My question is how, if they are going to do that, it will work out with these Aegis ships, because they don't really have much panel in your view. And the same for the Mustang as well, which just has
Okay, I
those
see what
little
you mean.
things.
Well, I mean, I don't think the viewable HUD is actually as important as people think it is. That's kind of the way I play. I get very muscle memory orientated about how much ammo I've got, and what speed I'm going at, that sort of stuff. I think that you're always going to have to be able to turn it on and off in your helmet as well. Otherwise, some people would get very annoyed.
I just got suppositoried with 4 missiles, and it didn't feel good. It did not feel good at all. What's his YouTube channel? The other guy on stream? That is...
Boom! Wait, please, basically allow me to do it.
There you go. He is the board gamer, and he has lots of useful videos and a couple of less useful videos. But troll through them. I'm sure you'll find some gems of knowledge. How does the multiplayer work? I mean, MMO style in single player. Looks like you guys playing together. Okay, so
Missiles away.
this is not the game release. This is a simulation module which is used to prototype some of the early game systems. So this is Arena Commander. Arena Commander allows us to do various different game modes, either single player on our own or multiplayer with people through the spectrum and friends. It also allows us to do racing. There's a racing circuit one as well. But yeah, this is the prototype of multiplayer dogfight combat. The next module they'll be releasing is the FPS module. Oh, side note, if you just bought the ship and you didn't buy the starter package, you will need to buy an Arena Commander pass to be able to play in the Arena Commander. But if you got the starter pack, you're fine. The Arena Commander pack, or the AC pack, you'll be fine. But just something to bear in mind, if you can't get into Arena Commander, that's what you need to check out. But, where was it going? Oh yeah, so the next module they're going to plan to release is the FPS module, which is the first-person shooter. Again, that will have, I believe that will have like single-player stuff against AI, but it will also have multiplayer mode, so you can play FPS against each other. In the, is it the Golden Horizon? Is that what they're calling it? The map?
So the FPS module is going to have Gold Horizon, which is going to be one of the levels for the FPS, which is going to be 8v8 with the gravity core. You're going to be running around trying to shoot up the other
Victory!
team. And then the other one is going to be called Satterball in the name of the arena is, but that's just for Satterball. That's just for the
Oh yeah, the Satterball. I forgot about that. Good old Satterball.
Zero G Arena. I can't remember what the actual arena's called.
That makes sense, Zaudai. I mean, they may go that way. They may add some more. I think they do need to do more stuff with the Avenger and the other Aegis UIs, because they don't actually do anything right now. But they probably will leave more head-based UI stuff. But ships like the Aurora and I'm guessing the Freelancer and other big bus-type ships in the whole series, I would expect more to be on the actual panels. And I know they're doing a lot of work on that right now, because they're working on the multifunction panels. So you can assign certain roles, such as like shield operator or scanning stuff to different stations on your ship, which allows the different UIs for the players can actually kind of interact with just those systems. Hey, the prisoner, welcome, buddy. Welcome back. I think. Where's Grogbot? Where is Grogbot? He's disappeared on my stream screen. Come back here. Come back to me. Awesome. Will there be an MO version? Okay, so that's just what's right now, and I was going through these stuff. After the FPS, shortly after the FPS, we'll have the. We're just going straight back in. Let's just go straight back in, and I'm going to fly my Mustang for something a little bit different. So after the FPS, we have the social module. The social module will allow us to travel down to planetside, run around within a social space with NPCs. Now, the social space is a bit of a misnomer because it's not actually multiplayer. What will be multiplayer is you'll be able to invite friends to your hangar, and you'll be able to hang out and run around your hangar with your friends and show off all your stuff, which is kind of cool. They have talked about maybe trying to get some. So if you're with friends in your hangar, you can get in the elevator, go up to planetside with your friends, and have a bit of multiplayer. But they never committed to that. But that's the next thing after. Alongside that, they're also bringing out multi-crew, so ships that have multiple. You can have multiple players in the ship. So as you're flying along, your friends can be running around the ship behind you and jump on different stations and man guns and stuff. And that's coming with the large space thing, big space, large space. I forget what they call it. Where basically they've upgraded the engine to allow them to have massive maps, like millions of miles maps. Thank you to follow the prisoner. Welcome to the crew of the good ship Narwhal. And then after that will be beta. After that will be Foundry 42. Foundry 42 is the single player.
Squadron 42.
Squadron 42. There you go.
Made by Foundry 42.
Foundry 42 is the place. Thank you for the correction. So you have Squadron 42, which is a single player part of Star Citizen, and that will be your entry into the Star Citizen universe. So you'll play through Squadron 42, or you'll skip it if you want. You can buy out of the military, but you play through. It's a military campaign, a 3-chapter. They're releasing it in 3 chunks, each with like 10 different chapters or something. You'll play through the single story campaign, and Squadron 42 is essentially going to be the same as any AAA $50, $60 single player game.
So each individual module, as you stated, at every individual chapter, is its own AAA game. The fact it's called Chapter 1, Chapter 2, and Chapter 3 is very deceptive. They'll be their own, totally own, standalone games. Yeah, and they're going to be releasing those over the period of a couple of years. So the first one is due, they say end of this year, but maybe early next year. And then Chapter 2, probably end of next year. And then Chapter 3 after that. But then the Persistent Universe beta, which probably going to be around middle of next year. They're saying early next year, but probably middle. And that will be the start of the MMO part of the game. So everyone in the world together, able to fly between all the galaxies using the quantum drive system, interact with each other. It has a kind of an opportunistic MMO style, so you'll be matched with people in various space instances, which will be weighted based on, is this guy your friend, is he an enemy or a nemesis, or whatever. So it's more likely to put you with friends, but in general it just puts you with random people in space. There's lots of encounters and things you come across, but that's the MMO side, the Persistent Universe. So yeah, kind of like Eve, yeah. I mean, it's different because Eve can have thousands of ships in a system, and there's only one instance of each system that everyone's in. This will be more instance, so you'll maybe see only 30 or 40 different ships in Eve, different areas, tops, until they can expand the server tech. But it all still affects each other in the same universe. There's a big main server. All that data is compiled into and then sent back down. So if you destroy a pirate ship in one universe, one instance, all the instances will register that. Yeah. So I mean, everything you do does affect everything else that's happening in the universe, but it'll be small ripples that can
lead to a tsunami eventually, but you'll only be making small ripples alongside everyone else. Will Squadron 42 be open world? So I don't believe it will be fully open world, but you will have a lot of freedom. So they've said that when you've completed the mission, you can have a look around the space station, the carrier. You can explore, you can chat to people, you can fly around in space a bit and explore. So it has some element of that, but the story itself is very linear. But by linear, it does have various outcomes. So kind of witchery. You can succeed in your military service, or you can fail and get dishonorably discharged, or various different outcomes. And those outcomes do affect your character that goes into the persistent universe. Or so they say.
You can also conversely play Squadron 42 after you are in the persistent universe, and then get the bonuses of completing Squadron 42 for your character, apparently.
Yeah, they haven't like said exactly how that's going to work, and I don't think they've pinned down exactly how that's going to work. But yeah, they have said that there's likely to be a way that you can play back through again and complete it on hard mode and all the rest of it. So, but yeah, there've been a few things said about it. Like one chat, one of the guys said that it would be the first time you complete Squadron 42 is what's locked into your character, but then you can replay stuff, or you can replay missions before you finish, and then when you finish, it's locked into your character. I don't think they fully know exactly how it's going to work, so we'll find out.
Oh God, no! They most certainly haven't finalised anything. They don't know how it's going to work properly yet.
Yeah, this is still waiting for players. So, are you guys in or? Yeah, Squadron 42 is basically Wing Commander, modern age, and all the missions will have a combination of playstyles. So you'll jump in the ship, you'll fly off, you'd land on an enemy ship, then you'd jump out and you'd be running through the ship and you'd chase down the pirate, and the pirate will escape. So you hop into another ship and you fly off to chase him, and all that kind of seamlessly as part of one mission. They've also said that they like the whole not saving mid-mission thing. So you'll start the mission and you have to complete it. And if you fail, you've got to go back to the very start of the mission.
It's very Wing Commander-like.
Yeah, yeah.
I like that.
I guess could be frustrating, but it makes the final success more fulfilling, I guess.
I don't know if it is frustrating, because I mean, otherwise there's no form of skill involved, really. You can just rapidly quick save and get through any situation by chance.
No, seriously, anything that requires skill, and if you're having a spastic day where you just fail and just fail cake the whole time, and you've done the same bit like 50 times, you're still fail caking, it can get frustrating. And that's not saying it's frustrating bad. It's just like, oh, game, why? But when you
frustrating.
Yeah, when you finally get through, it's like, oh, Jesus, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, finally. And then you fail on the next section. But that's beside the point, because you succeeded. Finally.
I'll remember that next time I have a, and I quote, spastic fail cake day.
Indeed. Everyone has them. Some have more than others. But, yeah, everyone has them. Old-fashioned hard gaming, indeed. The prisoner, indeed. And thank you for the... Did I thank you? I did thank you. Okay, we're good. I'm goldfish brain. I forget what I said 2 seconds ago. It was nuts. But yeah, is this a bug where you get in? It's waiting for one player forever.
Yeah, it is. It puts you on your own instance.
Okay, let me back out.
I'm gonna I think I'm gonna go grab beer. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I mean it's almost 6:30, so I think it's probably about time you had some more beer, allegedly.
I know, right? Thank you. You've condoned it now. Thanks, bro.
As a perfect embodiment of your gaming experience. Well, we aim to be accurate. It's good on my beanie. Just watching stream a Wet Way program. Nice. What sort of things are you programming, sir? And I need to figure out why my self-destruct isn't working. With 5 to experience those moments too much. Oh, seriously. In the heyday, early days, like me and my dad would be sat at the computer and we'd be we would pass the fell cake back and forth. We would. Alright. Initiate self-destruct sequence. Why? Why? Initiate self-destruct sequence. Press right alt. Let me just double check this. Right alt and back. Okay. Done. Let's try that again. Software for Deutsche Bank. Nice. Personal loophole. Right, dying star. Lunch. No worries, Aldai. Have a good day at work. Yeah, it's kind of evening. In fact, I think one more match, and then I'm gonna have to take a quick break just to take my Doge out for a walk. Yeah, he's sitting right here. He needs to go. He needs to go for a run in the park. Have some good poopings.
What brand of dog do you have?
Did you not see him on the stream earlier?
Sort of. I don't know what brand that is.
Oh, he's a Jack Russell Yorkie mix.
Oh.
So he has all the awesomeness of a Jack Russell with the crazy fur of a Yorkie. And
quite yappy and runny then.
No. So he doesn't have the yappiness. I mean, he occasionally goes crazy if he thinks someone's coming to the door. But first time he's not yappy, which I guess is the side effect of having the Yorkie on the Jack. But he loves to run. He freaking loves to run. Like, I take him in the park and he's gone, and he's as well. Like, he'll disappear into the bushes, or under fences, or down the road. He'd just bugger off for half an hour.
I used to take my partner's Jack Russell for a walk, and it would run at the end of the lead, constantly, basically strangling itself.
So he's good on the lead. I've trained him well. So he always walks with a slack lead. Like, there's always.
Oh wow.
Which is cool, unless he sees a cat, then he's gone. But he always walks on a slack lead, but as soon as I let him off, he's just gone. Bonkers. Bonkers. Oh, I'm missing my guns. Why? Why? Show weapons.
Such game, much wow.
Why wouldn't you let me have my guns? They're just not there. Okay, gonna go back and fit these buggers again.
You can tell from Derek Smart's articles that he's never actually played Arena Commander, because he'd have a lot more material of, I spawned in for the 7th time today with no one in my game and no weapons on my ship.
It's a sad times. It is sad
But
times.
still, I had fun. The joy of Star Citizen is when you do get games that work with everyone in, and it does happen quite often.
Yeah.
They are good. It is fun. There's a lot there already.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. And it spanks for a lot of promise for things like more tactical fights and stuff. Right now we're just flying around popping Vandal. There's not really that much tactics. We're not watching each other's sixes. We're not doing anything crazy like that. We're just flying around popping things. But
every Friday in Star Citizen UK, on their Facebook group, they organise a game in the evenings. And one of the things we do on that is we do formation flying drilled.
Ooh.
Which I've just got involved with last week, and a couple of the guys that run it are pretty intelligent. I understand what finger four formation is, and how to break a formation and all that sort of stuff. And I can now lead a formation, and I kind of understand where I'm supposed to be and my number changing. I really enjoyed that. I've never really done that in a game before, any form of actual tactics.
Finger four.
So it's literally when you fly in like a triangle.
Sounds kinky.
Yes, it was. Fist formation. No, what? You're a monster.
Fist formation, indeed. Indeed, sir. Did you stick the crappy shield on there as well? Let me check. Yeah, the crappy shield's on there as well. Give me my new expensive shield.
Always double check on the hollow table to make sure. So F, close it and then open it again and double check the ship. Sometimes it drops components off randomly.
Yeah.
All of them in my case.
Because I bought a size 2 shield for my Mustang, which is cool, having a 4-point shield as opposed to the 2-point it gives you at the start. But yeah, it just took it off for me.
That's
right.
The Star Citizen UK. Kind of anyone that's in the UK can join up, and it's just a social thing. And they arrange meetups and stuff as well. If anyone's interested in that. But also, you can notice that Star Citizen spelt wrong. That's how you can tell it's the real one.
Citzan? That's so wrong. It's missing an I and...
The other ones are taken, apparently.
A instead of an E.
That's the honest group, though. That's the actual group.
Couldn't they like abbreviate it or something more sensible? That's just...
Yeah, they abbreviated it to Star Citizen.
Well, not just CTZN or something.
I don't know. They probably could have. That might have been taken as well.
How could UK Star Citizen be... Oh, dear. Okay. It's fine. I will not judge.
Is anyone here or in chat or yourself coming to Gamescom, CitizenCon or I-55?
What?
Somnia 55? You're UK, aren't you? I assume you're in the UK.
Yes, I am right now, yeah. I don't know what that one is.
Somnia 55 is like the UK's biggest LAN party.
I haven't heard of that one.
Like arena in Coventry.
Nice. No, so I'm not going to Gamescom because I haven't got tickets and stuff, and going to Germany and stuff just can't right now. I'm not going to Gamescom. Sorry, Gamescom. I'm not going to CitizenCon because I didn't get a ticket. Because, like I say, I only got back into Star Citizen like a week ago, so didn't get much chance to get a ticket for that one. And the other one I haven't heard of. So no, and no. I'll probably go into EGX later. But...
Oh, okay, yeah, EGX is good.
Where is this thing? Mustang.
But if you do get into Star Citizen and you become it as a part of your stream, it's well worth dropping them an email. They have spare tickets, I believe, for streamers, YouTubers.
Oh, it's a CitizenCon?
Other enthusiasts. Yes, CitizenCon.
Okay, I may have to do that. I may have to do that. Coventry's not far away from me. Just up the road a bit.
So, yeah, I-55. Insomnia should be pretty cool as a big LAN party. I really enjoy it every time I go. Nothing really Star Citizen related there that I don't run myself, but there's like normally 8 of us that play Star Citizen. Still a laugh. We've got reality shocks as well now that should be working for Star Citizen. Yeah. These are the little electrode things that you put all over your body. They electrocute you when you take damage.
This seems like an awesome idea.
Yes, it is. I think it's a really good way. We were playing Half-Life 2 with them, and it makes you either one of two things: either panic about everything and really like try and look around walls IRL as you're going around the corner really slowly, or go incredibly feral. If you're playing multiplayer, and you'll just put like a stick and just start running at people because you know they panic when you're running at them, so they can't shoot you. As soon as they take any damage, they're all their muscles spasm, so they can't fire.
It sounds like real life.
Yeah. So
incredibly feral. Nice.
Makes you go so feral, man.
Welcome, Delashay. D Ginny lol and Fatty Boy 43. Nice. Welcome
Wow,
guys.
what a
Welcome to the stream.
Were all the other fatty boys taken up to 42?
Is that Will from In Between Us talking? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. He shaved his head, but it's definitely him. No, that is Bored Gamer from the YouTubes. Otherwise,
And now the stream. Now your stream.
And now my stream.
Own it somehow.
Wow, my Mustang's going kind of crazy right now. Okay.
Well, that's what happened to my Aurora when everything fell off.
Oh, it was just vibrating chronically. I'm not saying it was completely not pleasurable, but okay.
Another 10 would bug again. Right, I better get ready for like my stream later and reverse the verse is just about to start.
Oh
so
crap! Yeah, I forgot about that.
In 10 minutes. In 10 minutes.
In that
So
case,
it's a good time for you to possibly take a break and eat as well yourself.
to eat and take Milo out so he can eat and dispose of the last thing he ate. But it's been fun, man. It's been great having you on the stream. I'm glad you swung
Thank you very
by.
much. Thanks for inviting me to the chat. It's nice to talk to people about Star Citizen and have a unique view on game development as well. That was actually really awesome. So
Cool.
Thanks for that. Thanks for chatting to me.
No worries. Anytime. Like if you want to hop on whenever I'm streaming, let me know.
Well, I will invade your stream regularly.
Excellent. I'll see what you're up to later.
See you later, buddy.
Last promotion for you. What's your next video you're working on for your YouTube channel?
I have no real clue, to be honest.
Wow, I was expecting like some serious planning and stuff and awesome.
No, there will be news on Saturday, and then I've got a few videos that I've already recorded that I've planned to release. But I kind of wait to see what's happening. So Sunday it will probably be a Merlin buyer's guide.
Nice.
Likely thing to happen. And then on Monday and that sort of stuff, it will be patch notes for 1.1.5.
Awesome. Okay, guys. Well, check out his YouTube channel. He's linked it several times, and he just can't stop promoting himself. So just go check it out. It's kind of useful, I guess. But no, it's been fun. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Thank you to all the new crew members of the Good Ship Narwhal. Awesome to have you here. It's been fun. I will be back on later and doing more streaming. But right now, you need to go and watch Reverse the Verse. What's the Twitch channel for their community? CIG community or something?
I think it is CIG community, yeah.
CIG community. So check that out. They will be playing Star Citizen, but they'll take questions from viewers and answer all those questions. It's usually pretty awesome. So I'd recommend checking that out. And then come back and see me later. So thanks a lot, guys,
Bye,
and I will
Flynn.
catch you in a little while.
We love you, Flint. Bye. Bye, Flint.